Hello.
This is Leroy Thompson. I manage the AT&T account. They just buzzed you back to me. Hello.
Okay. How you? All right, Mr. Thompson, you say?
Yes, sir. All day long.
Oh. All right then. How you doing, Mr. Thompson?
I'm doing all right. How can I help you?
Okay, Mr. Thompson, my name is Chris Thomas. I'm calling from Integrated Services Incorporated. I'm a business account manager here, and I'm calling concerning your AT&T telephone account number that was sent to my office, 214-575-5600.
That's my number. I tell you what, it's good to hear from you guys. I just got back just yesterday. I got back from a time management seminar we had up in at this retreat up in Arkansas. And have you y'all ever done that as part of a team building thing up there? It's a really good thing to do.
Oh, is that correct? All
right. Time management. One of the things they teach is they kept impressing this on everybody. In fact, when you leave there, they actually give you a little, little keychain and a hat that says "Time is money," and then it's got the website for the company. But I'll tell you what, that time management stuff, they explained to me how valuable that is. How you do not want to be, when you're a business owner, and I'm sure you guys can understand this too. When you're a business owner, the last thing you want to do is be wasting time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So one of the things they were talking about is how to make the first day we were there, they're like, make every minute count. That was what one of the guys kept saying. But yeah. So we were really getting into that, and I was really excited because that's one of the things. Sometimes my wife tells me, actually she's my common-law wife. She's not really formally my wife, but Madge always tells me. She says, Leroy, you talk too much, and I always say, well, there's when the Lord gives you the gift of gab, you use it. But back to my story. My point is, and what you got to do is every minute counts. You got to make it count.
Right.
And it's ticking away every second you're on the plane.
Okay. Well, Mr. Leroy, Mr. Thompson, the reason why I was calling you today is because of your BTN telephone number here, your 5600 number. On that number there, it came to me because you may be using a low volume or long distance from it monthly. I'm referring to face-to-face calling.
Hold on a second. I didn't finish my story. What I was saying, though, is the time that you spend, like, say, on the phone, for instance, that's a very valuable time, and that they were saying that, sometimes people underestimate the amount of time they spend on the phone. They said if you were to time yourself on the phone, every time you get a phone call, and that's what made me think of this, they said run a stopwatch every time you're on the phone and see how much time you spend. And they told me, I said later, he said, Leroy, you will be shocked when you see how much time you spend on the phone versus time being the productivity, excuse me. So they were using all kinds of big words and all that kinds of fancy jargon for the way they talk. But the point was make every minute count, and that's
okay.
I tell you what. So I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, starting out this 2015, and making every minute count. And then again back to that point, I just think that's brilliant. I wish I could have something like that. Time is money. Money is time. Time is money. It's kind of like there was a deal I went to like the end of last year where we got to. I have a small amount of Indian blood in me, and I became an Indian chief as part of the spiritual retreat that we went on. And you actually go into a cave with the war paint on, and when you emerge out of the cave the following morning, you have actually become an Indian chief.
Okay.
And I took on that Indian name and that heritage that's important to me, and I have my employees refer to me as Chief EasyFlo.
Chief EasyFlo?
That's correct, because that was the Indian name. You assume an Indian name that you pick out going into that situation, and when you merge on the other side, you've actually become an Indian chief, and they actually give you a certificate of authenticity to show that you are, in fact, an Indian chief. I've actually got it in the area. You'd appreciate it. It's really amazing to look at. I mean, obviously, the original Indians, didn't have an inkjet printer, but these certificates are impressive. They're in color.
Okay. Okay, well, Chief EasyFlo, let me just say this here to you. Now, being that your telephone number is considered a low-volume landline, would you be interested in seeing a possible savings up to $21 per month on
now,
your
now one
AT&T
thing
account.
Now, one thing I got to impress on you is ever since the terrorist attack of September 9/11, I do not use Arabic numerals. I have refused because of the terrorists trying to kill us all and take away our freedom. The terrorists,
right?
They use. Are you there?
Yes, I'm still here, Mr. Thompson.
The terrorists use the Arabic numerals. And as a result, I started using the Roman numerals. So if everything I do, I conduct my business now in Roman numerals, and it has caused some problems.
Okay.
It does make things more complicated, but at the same time, it's, you can't. When you start using Arabic numerals, the terrorists win.
Okay. Well, Mr. Thompson, what I'm trying to do here is to save you some money. Save you some money on your account, on your AT&T account.
And I do like saving money. Tell me about this saving money. I'm all there.
Okay, then. Now, reason why I was calling you, Mr. Thompson, like I stated to you earlier, from your BTN telephone number, your 214-575-56.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't really want to hear the Arabic number. If you can say
Roman
numerals, that's a lot better. But it's hearing that ever since the September 9/11, that stuff just is like, it's almost like somebody pouring acid in my ear to hear that. I don't want to hear anything about, it's like the young ones say, they say too soon. It's too soon.
Right.
Maybe 30 years from now when we're talking about terrorism and we're talking about how we went in there and kicked butt in the Middle East, then we'll be able to say, we'll be able to go back to that. And hell, I might even eat some French fries by then. But right now, I'm a straight-up freedom fries kind of guy.
Okay. Well, Mr. Thompson, the only reason why I have to quote your numbers back to you is by company policy, okay? Now, I can't quote the Roman numbers. I have to quote the numbers back to you that basically come across to the screen here.
Well,
now, the reason why I said that...
The 10 is actually an X.
Okay. Now, Mr. Thompson, the reason why I said that to you, now, would you be interested in seeing a possible savings up to $21 per month on your account because of the lower usage coming off your landline number there? And if you are interested in it, here's what I'm able to do for you today, and that is to reduce your monthly average service rate running up to $27.99 per month.
Now, you guys are the AT&T, right?
No, I'm calling you from Integrated Services Incorporated.
Oh,
Integrated Services.
Talk to the person that runs the AT&T account.
Right, that's the only person that I can call to make sure that they are authorized to make the decisions on there.
But this isn't for AT&T?
It's for your AT&T customers.
Well, we don't have an
AT&T.
We don't have an AT&T. We don't have any representatives like that, like what you're talking about here. I don't think.
Okay, now are you the decision maker? That's all I'm talking about.
No, I'm not the decision maker. Ever since I got the Alzheimer's, they won't let me do that.
Okay, so who's the decision maker?
Well, hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can find him. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Well,
Mr. Thompson?
Everybody else has already left for the day except they got one young guy helping me out up front. He's entering invoices, and he said he's too busy to be talking to salespeople.
All right, then. Well, Mr. T, I just want to... I'll try to call back.
Not Mr. T. It's either...
Mr. Thompson?
Okay, yeah.
Chief EasyFlo?
All right.
Yeah, Mr. Chief EasyFlo, I'll just give a call back Monday, and hopefully we can help you with this, okay?
That'd be great. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you there, Mr. T.
Right.
Mr. Thompson.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.